Is it right?
Okay, Patrick, just obviously the first question we all want to know is your experience of South Africa so far. I'm sure it's many of you guys' first time in the country, you're training here during pre-season, which is unusual for many pre-season European teams to come to South Africa. So just how's your experience of the country and training here for pre-season?
Yes, this is my first time in South Africa. I know the country a little bit because my parents are from Ghana and I was a few weeks ago in Ghana. And yes, the weather is good, the place is good. I'm really excited to be here because this is one of the part of the this is a part of the world where I want to go because I hear that South Africa is very nice. That you can have good food, you can enjoy your life.
But just the facilities as well. I mean, many of us even were surprised to see how good the fields are. Have you guys been welcomed well? Are you everything you expected coming to the country?
This was a little bit a surprise, the warm welcome yesterday. It was really surprised to get this ceremony, but it was very nice for us because this is the first time for many of us to be here in South Africa.
You guys are obviously playing two friendly matches against Young Africans and also against TS Galaxy. Just based on your early days here, how much do you know about the two teams? Have you been informed in your video sessions or whatever? How much do you know about the two teams you'll be facing?
I think we just know the names and we know that young Africans are from Tanzania and that the TS Galaxy is the home team. This is the only thing we know about them.
So, when everyone asks, you just look in the center.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I just want to look back in Ghana. You said you were home recently, and I remember, I think the Ghana FA president previously had also announced that you are ready to play for the Black Stars. Yes. How's that process going?
Yes, I was a few weeks ago in Ghana and now I get my passport. And yes, I hope that in September they they can make a call up for me.
Does this trip really make you really interested to be part of the Black Stars and also play in Africa?
Yes, of course, because it's my motherland. I love the land. I love the guys, I love the vibes, I love the food. And yes, I born and raised in Germany, but I love Ghana.
Also, what are you hoping that the team gets out of the trip to South Africa? And what would you be hoping for in this tournament? Is it more about the results, or is it more about the processes that the team needs to go through before the start of the season?
I hope that we come better together as a team because we have many of new players. And yes, and everybody wants to show himself to the coach, and I think we have to build a good team foundation to play a good round in the Bundesliga. And yes, I think this is the start here to build a foundation.
You guys last season finished in 11th place in the Bundesliga table. Obviously a team as ambitious as yours looking to get closer to the European spots. What do you think needs to be done better, from a club perspective, for you guys to start challenging at the top half of the table instead of just being stuck in the middle somewhere?
Like as I said, we have to build a good foundation. We have to work together as a team. And it starts now. That we don't concede too much goals. We have to be compact and have a good defense, because I think when we have a good defense, we can win many of games.
And also, I think in the last 3 to 4 years, we've seen Bundesliga being broadcast more in Africa, especially in Ghana, and also here in South Africa. My company, SABC Sport, also shows it. I guess that's something that is more important, especially for you players with African origin, to see Bundesliga expanding and also being shown regularly here in Africa.
Yes, for us as players, for me as a Ghanaian, it's good to show the world that the Bundesliga is also a good place or a good platform to see the players who play there abroad, because I don't know if many of Africans know that they have good players in Germany, and yeah.
Just obviously you a defender, but what the fans are looking for is usually exciting strikers, wingers, you know, playmakers and things like that. You know the players, the squad better than anyone else. Is there any players in particular that, you know, the South African public should be looking for in these friendlies to say that they might excite them?
Can you say it again?
The players in your team, is there any players in particular that the fans might be excited for, you know, when they watch them against TS Galaxy and Young Africans of Augsburg? Is there any exciting, you know, forwards and wingers that the fans should be looking out for?
Yes, I think we have many of players. We have good wingers, we have good offense players, good midfielders, and yeah.
According to you, what would you say differentiates the Bundesliga and even makes it more interesting as one of the top 4, top 3 leagues in the world?
Can you say it again? I don't know.
What would you say makes the Bundesliga even more interesting and different from the other leagues? Just according to you.
Say it again, please. Oh, really? Sorry. Okay, sorry.
It says what differentiates the Bundesliga from the other leagues, what makes it more exciting? I mean, it's ranked as one of the top 3 leagues in the world. What is it for you that stands out about playing in the league?
Because I think that many good players change the Bundesliga to show themselves, and yeah, I think last year we have 5 or 6 good teams in the Europe League or in the Champions League, and yes, I think this is why the Bundesliga is exciting.
We saw teams like obviously Leverkusen,
Leverkusen,
yeah, Stuttgart,
yes.
Is it inspiring you guys at Augsburg to say, that could be us next season, that, surprises the world by performing much better than people expected?
Yes, of course, it's a motivation for us, because the last year Stuttgart was also playing not so well, but when you act together as a team, you can achieve everything. You can achieve more than one player.
I can imagine, because already your mind is set now on the Black Stars and you've seen their results, especially for the World Cup qualifiers, and that makes it more interesting for you, also judging by how they performed in Qatar.
Yes, of course, and I know the coach, Otto Addo, because he was the coach in Hamburg, in the youth team. I had him already, and I have good contact with him. And I wanted to join the Black Stars before, but I don't have my passport, and now it's done, and yes, I'm really happy.
With Coach Otto as the coach of the team, did that decision make it easier for you?
Yes, of course. This decision would make it easy for me, because I knew him from Hamburg, they were born and raised, and yes.